feel that attraction, raw, magnetic, irresistible, has a pull on you that is hard to define and even harder to resist. We are drawn to others in mysterious ways, often feeling powerless against the invisible strings of desire and intrigue that tether us. But what if I told you there's a way to rise above that pull? To master this energy, not as a mere reaction, but as a conscious choice rooted in timeless wisdom? In the quiet halls of ancient Stoic philosophy, legends like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius delved into the nature of human attraction, not merely of bodies, but of minds, of values, of spirit. They believed in power, not of seduction, but of self-command, a kind of self-control that does not reject passion, but transfigures it into a fortitude, an enduring strength that doesn't bend to every passing desire. Stoicism teaches us that true power lies not in control over others, but in mastery over ourselves. And so, we begin our journey. Number 1. Understanding the roots of attraction. To understand how to control attraction, we must first dive into the depths of what it truly is. Attraction is, at its core, a longing, a gravitational pull that draws us to the presence of another. It's natural, inevitable even. But within this raw human impulse, we find the seeds of destructive attachment. Epictetus reminds us, it is not events that disturb us, but the beliefs about them. So too with attraction. It is not the feeling itself that ensnares us, but our surrender to it, our belief that we are powerless before it. Imagine the wisdom of the Stoics, centuries past. They witnessed, as we do now, people consumed by the fire of desire, allowing it to dictate their choices, undermine their values, and lead them into realms of self-doubt and dependency. They did not advise denial, but awareness. As Marcus Aurelius so powerfully noted, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Number 2. Cultivating detachment through inner strength. In the teachings of Stoicism, to be free from the chains of attraction is to develop an inner citadel of calm, a fortress built on self-mastery and resilience. When we cultivate detachment, we do not extinguish the feeling of attraction. Rather, we refuse to let it consume us. This is the essence of Stoic control. Not to deny the emotion, but to remain unshaken by it. The Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus taught that the path to self-control begins in the heart and mind, where we challenge our instinctive urges and transform them into disciplined reflections. This requires relentless practice and a willingness to confront our deepest desires with a calm, contemplative approach. To master oneself is the greatest victory, as the Stoics believed. In this victory, we find freedom, not from attraction, but from its grip on our actions and decisions. Number 3. Overcoming destructive emotions. One of Stoicism's core aims is to overcome destructive emotions, emotions that enslave rather than liberate, that distract rather than empower. Destructive attraction, when left unchecked, transforms desire into obsession, infatuation into a kind of captivity. Epictetus once warned, no person is free who is not master of themselves. And so it is within ourselves that the battle for control must be won. As we feel the fire of attraction begin to rise, we should recall the words of Marcus Aurelius, who asked, is this necessary? Is this desire moving us toward our true purpose or leading us astray? Each moment we succumb to destructive attraction is a moment that takes us further from our own clarity of purpose and control. A true Stoic learns to recognize these moments and to meet them with unyielding calm. This is just a foundation. If this resonates, I can continue with more sections on building Stoic virtues, controlling attraction, and drawing this into a compelling close. Number 4. Building the shield of Stoic virtues. So how do we wield the power of attraction without letting it master us? The Stoics teach us that it is through the cultivation of virtue, qualities like wisdom, courage, self-control, and justice, that we gain inner strength. Attraction may tempt us with its intensity, but a Stoic knows that only the disciplined mind can remain steady in the face of desire. Consider the virtue of temperance, the discipline to hold back when every fiber urges us forward. Seneca observed that true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. To be temperate is to recognize attraction as a passing moment, not a defining force. The Stoic does not resist desire and bitterness, but allows it to exist without disrupting their inner calm. By embracing temperance, we protect ourselves from the emotional turbulence that unrestrained attraction can bring. Another shield lies in wisdom, the discernment to understand which desires align with our values and which lead us astray. In the Stoic view, Wisdom is the compass that guides us away from hollow pursuits and toward deeper, meaningful connections. A wise person asks not, "How can I attract others?" but rather, "How can I attract those who uplift me and bring me closer to my own potential?" This shift changes attraction from a pursuit of fleeting passions to one of finding true companionship, grounded in shared values and respect. Number 5. The practice of self-control and inner dialogue. Self-control is perhaps the most powerful tool in the Stoic arsenal. To possess self-control is to rise above external influences, to remain steady even when emotions surge within. We must recognize that attraction, like all other emotions, is a transient state. It is not fixed, nor is it our destiny to be overwhelmed by it. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And here lies the key. Attraction is merely a signal. Our reaction to it is our choice. The Stoic uses inner dialogue as a tool to master this reaction. Imagine the next time attraction sparks. Instead of surrendering to impulse, pause. Ask yourself, is this feeling a guide, or is it a distraction? Cultivate a mental space where you can observe your emotions without letting them dictate your actions. Over time, this pause becomes a habit, a shield that grows stronger with each practice. By consistently engaging in this inner dialogue, we train ourselves to respond to attraction with clarity and control. Marcus Aurelius taught us to dwell on the beauty of life, but he also advised that we must guard our peace. To let every attraction pull us as it pleases is to forfeit this peace, to scatter ourselves in countless directions without purpose or meaning. Instead, we must be still, allowing only those desires that resonate with our true nature to enter our lives. Number 6. The Stoic's Path. Strength in solitude and contentment within. In the philosophy of Stoicism, there is also an understanding of solitude, not loneliness, but a deep contentment that arises from within. To control attraction, we must first learn to be at peace with ourselves, for it is often our own sense of incompleteness that drives us to seek fulfillment in others. Epictetus tells us, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." When we know and accept ourselves fully, we become less vulnerable to the siren calls of fleeting attraction. This doesn't mean isolation or denial of companionship. Rather, it is an affirmation that we are whole within ourselves, that our happiness and peace do not depend on the whims of others. In this solitude, we find an inner power, one that is unshakable, grounded in self-respect and self-knowledge. This is where true control of attraction begins. We are no longer seeking something external to complete us, but instead we can engage with others from a place of strength and wholeness. Number 7. A Stoic approach to healthy connections. The Stoic approach to attraction isn't a rejection of connection, but a pursuit of meaningful relationships that enhance our journey of self-mastery. The goal isn't to resist all attraction, but to channel it wisely. We must evaluate whether those we are drawn to align with our principles, values, and goals. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that what we do now echoes in eternity. In our relationships, we have the power to create positive impacts that ripple through our lives. When we pursue connections that are rooted in mutual respect and aligned values, we no longer need to control others or manipulate situations. We simply connect with those whose presence complements our own. This is the Stoics' way, to embrace attraction as an opportunity for growth, not as a force that enslaves us. In this approach, we rise above the dark pull of attraction as an uncontrollable power and see it as a choice, a decision to bond with those who inspire our highest virtues. Number 8. Triumph over destructive emotions, the Stoics' legacy. Destructive emotions are not vanquished in a single battle. They are quelled with constant vigilance, with unwavering discipline. Stoic legends remind us of the necessity of enduring struggles with patience, not as trials to endure, but as exercises to strengthen our resolve. Marcus Aurelius asks, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive." Each day brings us closer to mastery, each challenge an opportunity to cultivate the power to control our emotions. The triumph of a Stoic is not in never feeling attraction, but in holding the reins tightly, guiding desire like a steady charioteer. In mastering attraction, we turn what could be a destructive impulse into a source of power, a test of our character. This strength becomes our legacy, an enduring testament to our commitment to Stoic values. We are no longer bound by the fleeting and ephemeral, but remain fixed on the eternal and unshakable. In the end, the Stoics' journey to mastering attraction is a journey of self-mastery. It is not one of darkness, though it requires us to confront our deepest desires. It is not one of denial, though it requires restraint. It is, above all, a journey of freedom, the kind that can only be attained through unwavering commitment to self-control and inner strength. We are the architects of our own peace. We have within us the capacity to remain unmoved by passing storms, to stand resolute amidst the temptations that life offers. By embodying the Stoic principles of wisdom, temperance, and fortitude, we rise above mere attraction and find something far more enduring, a profound connection with our own inner strength. In this way, we do not become prisoners of our desires, we become their masters. And in mastering desire, we find the true essence of power and freedom that the Stoics cherished so deeply. What are your views on this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.